All right, Rhonda. I will try not to sing the song. Let's see. I have several mixed commercial properties that I'm evaluating now. Okay. Here is one that is located in the Italian market section of Philly. Remember Rocky running through the streets. Oh, is this that meat market area? Do they have any sausage? I like Italian sausage. Can you send me some? That'd be cool. I'm kind of half joking, but kind of not. It is zoned commercial X2, meaning bottom level has to be commercial space, but it has 2 additional levels for residential. Okay, according to the listing, it has potential space for up to 20 apartments and parking. Okay, the commercial space was previously a seafood store, and the top floors look like they haven't been rented in a while. Jay, there are so many of these locations that are becoming sidewalk cafes in the city, but I don't know how to make the numbers work. I tried to attach a picture, but no copy paste here. Okay, Rhonda, one thing, wherever you were trying to attach the picture, let Jacob know so that we can, maybe there's something we can do to help the whole copy paste thing happen. Again, when the numbers don't work, and I was just saying this to my brother, because he has a 4-bedroom house in the DC area, and he was like, I want to move and rent this, but I can't make the numbers work. Well, when the numbers don't work, one of the first places I look is the income. Okay, so remember, let's see, the equation is income minus expenses equals NOI. And I'm going to stop right here. Well, if the numbers don't work, just like like at home, when your take-home pay minus what you pay every month, and that number ain't what you are happy with, what's left over, you either A, have to lower your expenses, or B, come up with another way of increasing your income. So in this real estate space, there are so many plays with mixed-use property, it becomes ridiculous. What the question you must learn to ask yourself, Rhonda, and this will clear it up, is who is your, now watch this, because I know some of you think you know what I'm going to say. Best is the word that I'm going to insert. But yes, you did know this last word, customer. Who is your customer? But in this particular case, you need to know who is the absolute #1 best customer for that type of space in that type of area. You're saying that there's a lot of competition or there's this trend going. Well, cool. I love trends. But when you see a trend, you've got to learn to ask one question. Why? What is driving that trend? Something is. I don't know what it is. You do. What is driving that trend? Why are those things happening? Those things are happening for a reason. Usually when you backtrack, you'll find out why that something is happening, and you'll begin to have ideas for other types of customers that could take that exact same spot and look for that. I mean, that type of what you're describing right there, I mean, honestly, one of the first customers that come to my mind is Starbucks, because you're saying it has to be commercial on the bottom and residential on the top, but you're telling me it's surrounded by sidewalk cafes. That sounds like Starbucks area to me. I mean, if there isn't already one there, I buy the property, contact Starbucks, find out if they're open, to the idea. That's what I'm seeing. Again, if I had a picture, I'd probably I may say something different, but I don't know. The point is it's going to be hard to make the numbers work until you understand the customer. Once you understand the customer, you can begin to figure out who that is. If the customer is going to be the same, because what you're also saying is the way that I see it as the apartment buildings and the parking and etc., those numbers aren't going to make this thing work. Okay, well then it can't be that customer. You've just eliminated that customer from this particular possibility because the numbers don't work for what that customer traditionally values this piece of real estate at. So let's find a different customer. I don't know who that customer is, but other things that come to mind are schools. For example, specific trade schools. I can go dance. I can go so we can go down the art path, but we could also go down the technical path. Because that would be a kind of unique situation to be able to live above the school that you actually attend. But I'm sure some people would be open to that in some way, shape, or form. The point is, all I'm doing is changing the customer who goes there. You've got the part of the challenge. You got too many options. You just got too many options, and it's not easily narrowed for you. So it's, and you're looking at it just like everybody else. The reason it's probably still available is because everyone else is going, well, I can't make the numbers work for that, so I'm just going to go find a different property, as opposed to applying a little bit of ingenuity. Another thing that comes to mind, and again, these are just random things that are coming to my mind. A cell phone store. AT&T, T-Mobile, etc. If you've ever been to Long Beach, California, on 2nd Street. Long Beach, California, 2nd Street. And if you haven't been there before, go to Google, what is that, Google Maps? Can you do that satellite view? Is that the one that you can do that, where the street walk thing? Oh, Google Earth. That's the one. So go to Google Earth, look up Long Beach, California, look up 2nd Street, and walk it. And you'll see on the left and the right, it's a lot of what I'm interpreting you were saying. It's a lot of mixed use. It's a lot of commercial on the bottom. You've got some residential on top. That's the kind of area that's going through my head. My guess is you'll get some ideas of who some of those types of tenants could be, and that might give you a different vision. In fact, it might give you such a vision that instead of trying to buy the building, you might buy the block. And that could be what it takes to actually execute what it is what you're starting to think about. So, and that's really what it comes down to, Rhonda, is what is going to be the best customer, best use of all of this real estate, not just this one building. Do Philly a good service? What does it need? And what's going to be able to make it all work at the end of the day?